So good evening all. This is Toastmaster Lichu Karthik, the SAA for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the Speak Magic Toastmasters Club meeting. So before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules which we follow in our Toastmasters online meetings. And they are: rule number 1, please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Rule number 2, please do not interrupt when someone is speaking. Raise your hands instead. Rule number 3, as Toastmasters, we do not speak about sex, religion, and politics in our online meetings. So please refrain from discussing these topics. As everybody in their life has a mission, we Toastmasters too also have a mission, and they are: it is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I shall hand it over to the presiding officer for today's meeting, which is myself, like Toastmaster Lichu Karthik. So, as a presiding officer, so with the power vested on me as a presiding officer, I shall announce the meeting number 257 as open. It is officially open. So, yeah. So with that, let us hear some perspective from our guest, Speak Magic to our club. I could see one guest, guest Surya.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, sir. Would you like to share some points from your side about yourself and?
Yeah. Please don't call me sir. I am just 23 years old. So this side, Surya. I am now 23 from Kolkata, West Bengal, and currently working as customer relationship manager for a stock market firm. And joining Toastmaster meetings to improve my English fluency, as well as see that how people are speaking in front of the camera, in front of all the people. As it is very difficult for me to attend the offline meetings due to my work schedule, so I try to attend all the online meetings that is possible in the in India or in the world, according to the timelines or according to the free time I get. Yeah, so this is me, very short intro of mine. Thank you.
That's very nice of you to select on hearing your words, sir. Thank you so much. So that's the specialty of a Toastmaster meeting. We have clubs all over the world. Even I had a chance. I had a chance to attend a meeting from US. So yeah, it is a way to connect with people. So yeah. So with that, so today we have only one guest. Fine. Okay. With that, I'm handing this over to the Toastmaster of the day, to Toastmaster Uma, ma'am. Ma'am, over to you.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Thank you, President Toastmaster Karthik. As a Toastmaster of the day, I would like to welcome all of you today. And we have just celebrated our Republic Day yesterday. And today, the theme for our session is going to be, what is our Constitution? You may wonder why we celebrate Republic Day after getting Independence Day. We have already got freedom in 1947. But why should we celebrate Republic Day again? Any views on that? Why Republic Day when we already have Independence Day? Anybody can unmute and give your opinion.
On the day, our laws and the rules of the nation were published.
Right.
On the day.
Okay, but we got freedom, no, in 1947. Why should we have rules, regulations, and all again?
I think we need some time to create
no.
those things.
No doubt they took some time, but do we really need rules, regulations, and all? As we have got freedom, we can be however we want, no? So many days we were under the British, and again, why rules and regulations? Should there be a Republic Day?
Yes, ma'am. We need the rules and regulations, right? As a human beings, we have to follow some certain things for society.
Okay.
We cannot do what we think.
Right.
No, then the whole India will be in chaos. Even Modi can't help.
Okay, that's right. So just as we have a constitution or a republic which governs us, we also should have some rules in our life. Is it not? Otherwise, our life also will be in chaos. So, we should have some rules in our life. According to me, just having freedom is not enough. Freedom means along with it comes responsibility also. So freedom plus responsibility they say rights plus responsibilities is equal to freedom. Is it not? So just having freedom and doing whatever you want doesn't make sense. Suppose you are driving a car and you know only the basics. You don't have a license and you are driving the car on the road. You don't have the license. What will happen? Can you drive the car safely? Will people trust you? You don't have the license. You have put a L board. Is it safe for you and for others?
No.
Yeah,
Actually,
yes, sir.
no. When we get the freedom, it's kind of vulnerable. We are vulnerable to everyone. So when we have the rules and regulations, we will control. We will drive or we will lead the team, lead India with a control manner.
Yes, so there has to be some control, and only then we will also, we will be under some vigilance. If then we will also be careful while driving. So it is always better that you have a license and you also obey the traffic rules. Then people also will be safe on the road. You will also be safe. So that is why we have to have rules and regulations in our life also, just like the constitution is there, which is governing the society. So what are the rules that govern your life? If I want to tell my life, I have got 3 rules. For me, I accept whatever that happens. Law of acceptance is the first rule for me. Because some things are beyond our control, and whatever universe gives, I have learned to accept. So, and no pains and no grumbling, no complaints also. Because when good things come, you don't ask why me. So when bad things, why should you ask why me? So I have learned to accept whatever comes my way. That is the first law. Second is law of giving. They say that when you give something unconditionally, universe is seeing that and it will bless you multifold. So whatever you have in excess, you learn to give it. And definitely, just like the sun and the flowers, they don't see rich or poor. The sun gives light to everyone. The flowers also bloom, irrespective of being rich or poor. Just like that, if you are unconditional, definitely universe also will bless you. My third law is, I'll come back to it. Meanwhile, I just want you all to retrospect what are the laws that you have in your life. And meanwhile, I will tell you what is the structure of our Toastmasters meeting. So for the benefit of the guests, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 segments. The first segment is the prepared speech segment, where members will be delivering speeches based on the projects and the paths they have chosen. The second part of the session is the table topic segments, where the members can practice thinking and speaking on their feet. This round is also known as the impromptu speech segment. Guests are welcome to participate in this segment. The third and final part is the evaluation segment, in which all the prepared speeches as well as other aspects of the session will be evaluated by the general evaluator and his team. Now I welcome the general evaluator, Toastmaster Karthik, our president, and he is a software engineer in ChargePoint Technologies. His hobbies are reading contents of history and watching web series. So I heartily welcome you, Toastmaster Karthik, as our general evaluator today. You can introduce your role and also the tag team's role.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, hello all. This is Toastmaster Lichu Karthik, general evaluator for today's meeting. So, about general evaluation, as the name says, I'll be evaluating the meeting in general from start to the end. Every nuances of the meeting and what are the things that we can incorporate to improve ourselves in taking this Toastmaster meeting to a better heights. So that's the description of this role. And in doing this, I'm not alone. I have a tag team, which is the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. So yeah, I am passing this to the timer. So I'm the timer for today's meeting too. So yeah, as the name says, ma'am, is there any timer or?
Yeah, Toastmaster Sibi is the timer.
Oh, thanks, bro. So over to
So
the timer.
when he's evaluating, you have to time him.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Over to you, Toastmaster Sibi.
Thank you, TM Karthik. As a timer, good evening, everyone. First of all, as a timer, my role is to monitor all the speakers' time. To alert the speakers, I have 3 cards: yellow, red, green. Sorry, after a long time I'm taking this, but I forgot everything. Just a minute.
Or I'll describe, bro. Okay.
No problem. Just a minute. For prepared speeches, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will raise green card, and at 6 minutes, I will raise yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I will raise red card. For the table topic speeches, the allotted time is 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will raise yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. For the evaluators, the allotted time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise green card, and 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will raise yellow card, and 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster CB. So that was a very nice, good explanation. And with that, let us move to the R counter.
Today we will be just trying to minimize the usage of hours. We do not have the R counter, so you can go to grammarian.
Sure, ma'am. So with that, let's move on to the grammarian's role. It is Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, sir. So over to you, sir.
Good evening. I'm Vijay Kumar. I'm a Toastmaster. I come from Malaysia. I've been a Toastmaster now since 2014. That it makes me 10 years now. Now, as a grammarian, my duty is to make note of any speech crutches, mispronounced words, poor sentence structure, and also to make note of very good words, phrases, sentences that have very good meaning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, with that, sir has already shared the word of the day for today's meeting, which is equanimous. EQUANIMOUS, equanimous, which means calm. It is an adjective. So, like, we encourage you all, Toastmasters, to use the word of the day often, so that you get practice with it, and that will be counted too. So we had the details from our tag team. So with that, the general evaluator's role description is done. I'm passing this over to the TMOD.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So with that, I will just call our speaker of the day today, Toastmaster Srinivasan. And before calling him, I will just introduce his evaluator, Toastmaster Sibi. He is an industrial automation engineer, currently working in L&T rubber processing machinery. He likes to explore new hobbies, and his dream is to become a public speaker. So I welcome Toastmaster Sibi to evaluate Toastmaster Srinivasan, and I would like you to explain about the purpose of his speech.
Thank you, ma'am. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Today, our speaker is TM Srinivas. He started his career as an apprentice trainee. He has about 20 years of experience in IT systems and admin. Parallelly, he pursued BCA and MCA through correspondence. And he also has 2 kids. The elder one is studying 6th standard and younger one is 2nd standard. His pathway is team collaboration, level 1, speech 2. The topic of his speech is characteristics of a good leader. Characteristics of a good leader. Over to you, TM Srinivas. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Hi, or good evening to everyone. Toastmasters. Toastmasters. What is it about? The Toastmasters name, it has a logo as well, right? where the leaders are made. So, so what is it about actually? What is the good characteristics for a leader to make us a good leader? Sorry. There are I have, sorry, 2 minutes. Sorry, ma'am, 2 minutes. Let me start. Okay. Toastmasters. The Toastmasters, am I visible for you as well? Am I? Okay. Good. Toastmasters, the name have the Toastmasters logo itself have the structure the leaders have made here. So what is it about? What is telling to us? What is the leader? What are all the characteristics of a good leader to have the leader to make us a good leader? There are I would like to start. I would like to share one of the one of these. Sorry, I missed. Okay, sorry. I'm just preparing, but I'm just starting. Okay, the good leader. What are all the good characteristics of a good leader? The there are few questions in me. What are all the sorry, I missed. Sorry.
Feel free, Toastmaster Srinivas. Nobody is going to judge you. Be calm, relaxed. Take a deep breath and
Okay.
start. Please start.
Ma'am, can we start another? We'll
Yes, yes.
start by another session. Another 10 minutes. So that let me take some break.
Ma'am, let me go with table topics and
We will come
we'll
back to you.
continue after. Yeah.
Okay. So when we go with our team meeting, we have the third, I just want to tell you about the third rule which I have in my life. That is my constitution. That is called the law of commitment. So whenever I take up any task, I see that I give 100% to that. So first one is law of acceptance. Second one is law of giving. And third one is law of commitment. So whenever you have some rules in your life that defines you and you feel good about it. So I want to ask Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, what are the rules that define you? What rules have you set up for yourself in your life?
I tell you what's my first rule. Anyone can tell anything they want to me. They can indoctrinate me with their religion, their political ideology, whatever they think. But for as far as I'm concerned, it's what I think at the end of the day that matters to me. I don't give a hoot what others think. And if necessary, of course, I'll tell in a very nice way, well, you believe whatever you believe. Fine. If they get pushy, I'll just blast them. I don't give a hoot what you think. It's what I think that matters to me. I don't care what others think. Another rule is you have to do DIY, which is do it yourself. Sometimes you ask for help from people. They can actually do that. They can actually help you, but they don't want. I asked one Mickey Thompson. It's sometimes I like to use names for people. It's nothing vulgar. Mickey Thompson. I asked him, can you help me to do a video? I need to for my assignment at university. I'm supposed to take a video shots of children performing a physical activity. Okay, I told him. He said, "No, I'm not comfortable with it. I don't like to be on video." The guy has got a PhD. He is a public speaker in his own right. I told him to become a Toastmaster, don't want. And he's telling me nonsense. I said to myself, Well, okay. I had to do DIY. And I actually got it done the very next day, and I was supposed to submit it. But the deadline, I actually submitted it on the deadline, and I scored an A for the subject. Sometimes you have to do it yourself. You can't ask people to help you. You don't bother. That's one thing I always have listening. And third thing is, you are the only person on earth you have to rely on. You can, of course, ask God, Every morning when I wake up before meditation at 4 o'clock, because I follow the Brahma Kumaris, we do meditation at 4 o'clock. Amrit Vela, I think Uma Nataraj, you know what I mean. One of the things I say is good morning to God. Then I will thank the universe for the life of my planet, the existence of my planet. Whatever it can give me, give me. I always thank nature. I never grumble with nature. Wants to have hot, wet weather, that is your issue. But sometimes I'll ask it, thank you for whatever you give me, the food that I eat, even my computer, which works very well, even for this ballpoint pen, which is a nice pen. Thank you, because all comes from nature. I thank you for whatever you've given me. I'm always very content. And I also thank time. Thank you very much for giving me all the hours, minutes, and seconds to do my work. And sometimes I get the cooperation. Sometimes I want to watch a particular television program. It looks like great already. I say, do you mind just wait for 1 hour? I want to watch it and you do what you want. Actually, it worked. It worked. And sometimes I don't know why I spend so much time. Actually, I have to look after my mother. She's 92 and she always calls on me, even though she's got a caregiver. I don't blame her. She's old and it can be exasperating. But somehow the hours are there for me to do my work. So I always believe, be thankful for whatever you get. These are 3 rules I live by. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, for telling or defining your rules in life. That is wonderful. Definitely, we have to have gratitude for whatever we have, even the pen, the laptop, even the mobile which we are using. Many times we take things for granted. So, gratitude is the greatest thing that you should have in life, and do it yourself. That was also a wonderful thing. When we learn to rely upon ourselves, it is really a great thing. No, I also remember my grandfather telling me, who lives with you? I used to ask him. And he says, Tan Kai. Tan Kai means my own hand. I thought his Tangai is living with him. And he said, Tan Kai means my own hands help me or they are with me. So that is how, when we believe in ourselves and when we rely on ourselves, we can get things done faster and easier. And finally, when anybody tells you anything, finally, it is your point of view that matters at the end of the day. So, wonderful rules that define your life. Thank you for that. And now I invite the second, we go to the second session now, where we have the table topics. And I invite table topic master Lechu Karthik to explain about table topics and also give the topics to the speakers. Over to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, ma'am. So good evening, all. So being a table topic master, so I would like to explain what table topic is about. So in table topics, we'll be giving you topics for which you have to take little amount of time and deliver a spontaneous speech, on the spot speech, which tests your presence of mind. So as the timer said, it is for 1 to 2 minutes. So that is about the table topics. And today, the table topic theme that I have selected is, so since the general theme of our meeting is what is your constitution, so I thought, why can't we go in connection to that? So being a deep lover of history, I thought to go with like some contents of history too. So like history says that in 1947, when India got independence from the British, there were nearly like 547 independent provinces. Today we see India as a whole thing, but like a little before 72 years, India was not a single country or a province. There were 547 little like small provinces ruled by local chieftains, kings, or the local collectors appointed by the British. So are like the head of the government, like on that time, it was a big challenge for them to unite all these provinces and make it to a single nation. So that is not a simple thing, because there are many bigger provinces like the Nizams of Hyderabad and the Gaekwads of Baroda and the Travancore royal families and Jaipur royal family. Like, they are not a small province. Like, for example, on that time, the province of Jaipur was equal to the area of Switzerland. So it is not like, it is a rich country on that. So to convince them and ask them to merge with like the Constitution of India, it was a difficult task. So like that task headed by Mr. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is also called the Iron Man of India. So people like brilliant people were trained and they were asked to convince the chieftains of these provinces. So like, yeah, this is a small part of our history, but today many of us might not be aware of all these things. So hence I thought, like, to show up cards indicating some of the significant provinces and get some ideas of what could come to your mind. So who would like to try it first? Hope I'm audible. Like, and I was like, I gave an on-the-spot speech, so I'm not sure of my grammar or things, whatever I did. Hope you all understood clearly what the content.
Yes, I can go ahead. You can ask me.
Sure, ma'am. Thank
I
you.
want to try. I don't have much knowledge about constitutions and history because I left in class 12.
Oh,
So
that's fine. Ma'am. You can.
still, because right now I'm only practicing English. So okay, you can ask me. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Actually, I was going through the images, so ma'am, for now I have two images. The first one is the province of Chettinad, which is based on Tamil Nadu, or the Gaekwads of Baroda. They are based on Gujarat. Or like the third one being the Nizams of Hyderabad. Fourth one being the Jaipur Royals for now, like the provinces of. So like, what would you like to select and go ahead?
Like what I have to say, because whatever you are saying now, I don't have any idea
You
about
have
all
to
this.
connect like either with those areas or any memories that is connected with Hyderabad or the like Baroda.
Repeat again, then repeat again.
For example,
Yes.
the first one I said, like Chettinad province, it is famous for its cuisine. Like they have delicious cuisine and
Okay.
like architecture, all they are very famous for Chettinad province. And the next one, but like the Nizams of Hyderabad. I'm not aware much about that. And the third one being the Baroda of Gaekwads,
Okay.
the Gaekwad Royal,
So
or any like any independent, like any small province that you could recollect and you can share about that.
yeah, apart from all these things, if it is all about constitution and about our independence republic, then I have few thoughts which I can share.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I go ahead? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. As far as I know that when British East India Company came to Kolkata, okay, straight away Kolkata, and since then they ruled there, right? After that, they started, settling down in that particular place and ruling over. And gradually, what India and the people, they found that British colonials, they started taking all the provinces and they started ruling. They started forcing everyone to join British and they started torturing them. And just because of all of these, everything, got started, the fight started. And because we all want freedom, we don't want to be under British rule. So just because of all of these, uh, we can see that leaders, new people coming up, they started volunteering themselves so that they can protect our country, to do so that they can do something for our country. And we all know that there are great freedom fighters like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and Vallabhbhai Patel, all of these great leaders and these freedom fighters. Just because of that, our India got freedom. And these people are from different places, and we can see that though the people who are from different places, they have different qualities, and just because they collaborated each other, uh, India really got the freedom from British rule. Otherwise it would not have been possible. So what I think is that if you face any challenge in your life, if you can collaborate with people, you take help from people, you can overcome every challenges. Because I learned a lesson after reading this particular thing from the history. Because history tell us, right, how we should go about and how we can tackle every problem. And to face all the challenges in life, we need to sacrifice. This is the most important lesson, valuable lesson that we have learned so far. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Like you started with history and gave very good messages, like two messages which I can recollect. One is to collaborate. Of course, any problem we have, if we share with someone, if we consult someone, of course, it does a big solution to that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. So with that, who would like to be the second one to try?
Yeah, I would like to try the Chettinad province.
Sure,
So,
ma'am.
who has not heard of the Chettinad Karakorambu? No, though I have not tasted, but I have heard that the Chettinad cuisine is very famous, and they are very good in what do you say, the architecture, like Karthik said. And also Chettinad biryani, I have heard. And Chettinad Cement Corporation is a famous cement company in Karur, where my uncle worked. So I remember that. And they are very affluent and rich people. That is what I have heard. The Chettinad province people, they are quite rich. And I think in Kumbakonam, Tanjavur, and all, you have a lot of these Natakotai Chettiars. And they have established their houses and families there. And nowadays, many of the houses are also converted into hotels. So they had huge, big houses there, the traditional houses, and it's really a sight to see those houses. And those houses have been, what do you say, converted into hotels also, I have heard, as of now. So definitely they must have contributed to the, what do you say, in upliftment of our freedom also during the freedom struggle. The Chettinad province, whoever was heading that, must have contributed for our freedom struggle also. And I have heard of Chettinad cotton saris also. It must be famous for cotton saris. So this is very little that I know about the Chettinad province. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. You gave a lot. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So as you said, like I would like to add up something to the content of Chettinad provinces. Like you said, they have a wonderful architecture and dress, and of course they contributed to the that there are many freedom fighters who have based on this Chettinad province. So like I have my native in one of those provinces, so I have good idea of all the how things run over there. So yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And with that, like I would like to have the third one. So I would request Toastmaster Vijay Kumar sir to try with the third topic. Sure, sir. It's like so what would you like to select, sir?
I don't know much about Indian history,
Uh-huh.
but if you can go back to more than 3,000 years, you go back to the Indus civilization, I can talk about it. I think you do know a place in Uttar Pradesh called Sinauli. They found some chariots. These are the first chariots to be found in India or the entire Indian subcontinent, which includes Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and of course, India. because it might have some link to the Mahabharata war. If you can go back there, because I know a good deal about the Harappan civilization. Or I can ask you a bit about Chandra Bose, I can tell you about him. Because India's history is very ancient, very ancient. In fact, many things during the Vedic period have somehow been stolen by the Arabs, by the Turkmen, and by the Europeans in the form of the Jesuit priests. According to one YouTuber by the name of Abhijit, he said that that a lot of things have been stolen from India, and it is coming full circle. Many British companies, many foreign companies are actually owned by India. Only thing is we don't see it. You see, and the end, I hope, the end of the Abrahamic religions will come. Once and for all, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam will die. And to come back to Sanatana Dharma and to what the Brahma Kumaris have long been telling. As I can tell you. Because I'm a foreign Malaysian citizen.
That's totally understandable, sir. And thanks for your wonderful insights. Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Sibi, would you like to go with the next?
Yeah, sure, Dachu Karthik. I think you have point related to Jaipur, right? Jaipur province. So I would like to tell some points related to that. Because why I want to tell that means during my 10th standard, I visited Jaipur and I see some palaces, and it was really astonishing so I think Jaipur was ruled by Rajputs. They are great warriors, so they have a peculiar culture, and I think they're still following the same culture, and apart from that, I could sense they were so royal. For example, for during those time, I think a prince from from London or somebody came there, so they painted all the wall with the pink color, to welcome her. It shows their they are so royal, and it was quite beautiful to see their architecture and all. And also they are very matured in their astrology in those time itself. I went to a place called Jandar Mandar called place, and I could see some really some big astrological instrument like that built in those days. So they followed the the moon and sun, these things, and all very carefully, and they had some procedures, so it was quite, and their architecture also it's quite big. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. That was so enlightening. So yeah, being a lover of history, I feel like that I'm using my position as a table topic master to hear people, to hear things from you people, and that's very entertaining for me. Thank you. And so guest Surya.
Yes.
So would you like to share something about our history, or
history I can share about. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal, so history I know very well about East India Company. So this East India Company, it came around the British time when British was ruling, and it was around 1600s, and at that time our people were not so much educated, and the British took this as an advantage, and then they utilized the labor they took labor from us and utilized the labor against of very meager wages, very little wages they used to give. From there, they started indigo plantation, indigo that is, blue colored, blue colored paint that is used today in paintings of different houses. So that indigo cultivation they started here, and that tea cultivation that Miss Meena Roy said that in Darjeeling, that also it was started by the different tea plantations. It was previously owned by the East India Company, but later, very wealthy people from Bengal who were, zamindars working under the British rule of different land and taking taxes from the poor people, they later bought it from them. And eventually, due to our great freedom fighters like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and philosophers like Swami Vivekananda, we got it from the East India Company, and Calcutta became at that time the capital of India. Then after Delhi became, but first it was Calcutta. It was a bigger point of rivers, land, and sea route as well as land route. So everything was there. So it was a capital of India. That then after that it converted to Delhi, New Delhi as we know today. And nowadays also when I go through the iconic Howrah Bridge, that is a cantilever bridge built by the British. So there I see the East India Company with the big names, because British used to have big names written on the walls, big letters, and their buildings was very much like old zamana, very much strong, and you cannot see any brick or any plaster or any kind of fractures in the wall. They were so strong at that time. The engineers, I think, they were came from England, and also they built really strong houses and apartments and buildings. So there is a very small factory at near Howrah Bridge. I still see that it is written 1600 something the year, and above that it's written East India Company. A mini factory. Now it is taken up by local local businessmen and vendors, and they use this as godown. Like all the material godown, it has been used. So that's a very distant memory I can think of East India Company. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Surya. So, like that was also enlightening. Like when you said the capital was changed from West Bengal to Delhi, like I can recall things from a history book like that I learned. So thanks for that. Thanks for those perspective. Thank you so much. So yeah, we are done with all. Like Toastmaster Srinivasan, would you like to go over the table topics or?
Table topics since history, I'm not very much familiar with this. Anyway, I can try if possible.
Sure, sir. So, would you like to talk something about the Trivandrum province?
No, no, sorry.
Okay, or anything, any part of anything that
Okay.
related to older times.
Okay, I can talk since okay, nearby Chennai, Mahabalipuram is there. It's very historical part, and there are a couple of memories and couple of architecture. They created some kind of memorials in the rock itself. So it's kind of elephant and this kind of one stone is there. So since it's very near to Chennai, so I used to visit rally with my kids. So that's a nearby historical place which I visited recently. Apart from that, I don't have much here. Sorry.
That's all. That was very good, sir. Like, whatever you said was very nice. Thank you so much for your perspective. So with that, we are coming to an end of the table topic session. So as I said, like being a deep history lover, like I would like to share something about from my childhood. So whenever history class comes, I'll be very exciting. Wow, this history period like that. So, and the moment when they like, so the starting of the school period, they'll be giving you books, right? So I'll be reading the history book from first page to last, like in a very short period of time. And whenever my like the teacher teaches, I'll be like, oh, I know this, so like that. So I was very curious and have good interest in that subject since childhood. That's a saying, nothing is new under the sky, which means that like whatever we are facing or whatever we undergo is not new. It would have already been faced by someone else. So knowing history is a very significant thing. Like but with that knowledge, we cannot allow things or mistakes get repeated. We can correct that and we can make a better progressive future. So always this subject has always been underestimated, because like after your 12th, as Peter said, after 12th standard, I didn't have any history of literature in my subjects like engineering, full of mathematics, physics, and things. So there has to be some revision in our the institution or education system. So that I felt always thought to say. So, and thank you all for sharing your perspective about the theme. Thank you so much. So with that, I'm passing this on to Tia Modi for today. Toastmaster Uma, ma'am.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. We had a variety of glimpse of different historical places, the provinces which were ruled by India, and Karthik took us into memory lane. Thank you, Karthik, for helping us at least recall little of history. His story, that is history. No, whatever which has gone in the past and which we read again, that we call as history. And it was wonderful recalling whatever happened in the past. Thank you for that. And now coming to the theme of today, our constitution, our rules which govern our life. So according to you, Toastmaster Sibi, what are the rules that you have in your life? Do you follow certain rules? And can you just share about the rules that you have in your life?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. So first rule that comes to my mind is that honesty. Just I want to be honest with everyone. So that that is the first quality I feel like everyone should follow. Other than that, I feel my second rule is like I would be committed to my work, commitment. So whatever I'm doing, I just want to be give 100% effort to to the benefit of my company or my team. So when it comes after hearing your question, these two things are comes to my mind. One is honesty and commitment. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sibi, for defining your rules in the life. So yesterday I was attending a similar session, and there a person was telling that he has a rule where he does not waste food. So that is also a wonderful rule. Many times whenever we go to any parties or anywhere, we just fill our plates more than what is necessary. So if you decide before itself, no, this is what I'm going to eat, I'm not going to waste food. And many places they have even put the boards saying do not waste food. So I really liked his rule where he said do not waste food. So that is a rule which we have to follow in our life too. So Beena Roy, Toastmaster Beena, can I ask you what are the rules that you have in your life? Are you there, Beena?
Can you just pardon me once more?
Like our constitution has certain rules for governing the society. Just like that, we also have certain rules in our life which we follow, which makes life easier, simpler, and also it defines us. Beena means, yes, she follows these rules. So what are the rules that you follow in your life? Can you just share about that?
Yeah, definitely. So before if I say that 2 years back, I never used to think about the rules and all, because I always used to think that I'll work as a teacher and everything will be okay, and I'll just earn lump sum amount, and that will be okay for me and my family member, and that's a very noble job. I used to suffer a lot in my profession, but later on when this corona outbreak, we had this very dangerous pandemic. This pandemic really taught me few things, and after that I really started following few rules in my life, and that is all about number one, that whatever will happen in my life, I will face it. I will face all the challenges, because when I was a teacher, I used to always complain that people are demotivating me, people are not supporting me. But later I realized that whatever happens in your life is just because of some reasons, right? If people are demotivating you, that doesn't mean that you need to find some negative out of that. Maybe God really wants you to be someone who can really improve yourself. So first thing I learned and that I follow is that never feel demotivated. If someone is saying anything or giving you feedback, just take it positively and just correct your mistakes. Number two is all about hard work. I always believe in hard work because I have realized that since last 2 years I have been working harder, and just because of that I'm really doing well, and I can see few improvements in me, and there's a long way to go. I cannot say that I have totally improved, totally changed, transformed my life, but yes, I can see few improvements, and I think so. If I continue doing hard work, I will definitely improve. And number three that I follow in my rule in my life, that is consistency, which is very much powerful. Whatever you are doing in your life, maybe it's a relationship, maybe you are following your dreams, maybe you are cooking food, or whatever you are doing, do with wholeheartedly whatever you are doing, and be consistent. Whatever the way you follow to help people, whatever means the way you follow to cook food, means with love. If you are cooking, do that consistently. If you really love someone and want to help someone, do that consistently. You don't have to impress anyone, but do whatever you want to do with full conviction, wholeheartedly, and follow consistency, because that is powerful, which can really help us to grow in all the aspects and in all ways. Because I am realizing that uh, like money will follow you. That's not a big thing. We all want money, but means hard work is really important. Along with that, your relationships are also very much important. So you need to really work hard to attain your goals, really work hard to make your relationships better. And if you are consistent enough, things will become better. But you don't have to impress anyone. But yes, you can just follow all these rules so that you can make it better and even feel happy. So that's all here.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Bina. That was an equanimous reply where you elicited your rules in life about never feeling demotivated and hard work, consistency. These are the rules that define you as well. And even Toastmaster Sibi told about honesty and commitment. So we have a lot of rules today which define people. And definitely, when we follow it by the spirit, it definitely takes us towards success. And now we will move on to our speaker, Toastmaster Srinivas. His title is Characteristics of a Good Leader. Characteristics of a Good Leader, Toastmaster Srinivas. Your time starts now. Over to you.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for good evening. Toastmasters. Toastmasters is created, I believe. I'm not sure about the background why it is created. I have not gone through, but I believe it created for the purpose. It tries to create or made multiple or creates a leaders. That's how hope we are all trying to reach that. So I believe it's a purpose to meet to make to made as a leader. I would like to ask one question. Who is the which animal is the king? We can categorize as a king of the forest. I know you are all know. It's lion. So, but why we categorize lion as a king? Since it is not big, it is not the tallest animal. It is not the even strongest animal in the. Even it is not. It is not very. Why we have taken lion as a king of or leader of the general. Even I had this question in my mind very long. So I'm very fan about the Animal Planet. So I used to whenever I see the episode, I mean each episode or episode about the lion, it gives some different aspects of the lion. It live in a it will live in a group. It will not keep alone. As hope you all remember Rajini's dialogue, right? Pigs only will come as a group, and lion will come alone. Actually, it is not. Lion will live together. It's a pride for it. That's the purpose of it. That's the reason. So, uh, that is why. And next one is the mayor. The it has many characteristics in his. That's why it is called as a king or leader. When it roars, right? It is not just roaring. It has some kind of purpose. It communicates it communicates effectively to its group, to its pride, and to its other animals in the territory. When the every day the lion will will roaming around the territory, and it will mark the territory as it will mark the boundaries. It is my place. If any other animals is coming to this place, it will roar in different tones. It is not we cannot see or we cannot hear every lion have the same tone. Each lion have different tones to express its feeling. It will I mean, symbolically it will say it will warn the other animals or other animals who is challenging this lion. I am present here, so you cannot come here. If you come, you will be beaten. Like that. Same way, if it wants to extend its territory, it will give a different tone of different varieties of its roar. So that's how it makes the communications effectively to express its feeling. Same way, same way, when it's going for a hunt, okay, so it will go as a group, and it will disperse with multiple kind of champions or kind of in this group. So it will make certain positions in the territory for hunting practice for hunting for its way of hunting. So it will keep they're roaring themselves. With the roaring communication, they will communicate each other when the situation happen, when the enemy or when the food is coming. It will communicate to each other, and it will start hinting. It will take the lead at the time. It will communicate each other. And also it makes use of the roaring as a good communication to communicate each other. And the next characteristics is it live as a leader, leading as an example. How it's right. When the situation, when the adverse situation comes to the lion, when certain situation like when the lion is parenting, or it's unsick, or somehow it couldn't um, couldn't attack the enemy, the male animal. It's a leader. It will take charge. It will not wait for the instruction, or it will not wait for the second thought. It will take the charge and it will lead. It will encourage the other prides, the other lions to hunt the enemies. That's how it will use. It will lead as an example. That's how it will be, and it is more optimistic. How it is when it goes for an when it goes for an when it go for an okay, sorry, I missed the character. When it will approach different strategies. Actually, it will hunt for a elephant and giraffe and even all the animals. Right? It will not follow the same strategy. It will apply different strategies. When it goes for elephant, it will not when the strategist is not applied or fails, it will apply or it will communicate each other, and it will create a new strategy on this part, and it will communicate and it will attack the target. That's how the strategist also will make the uh, will make the lion as a leader, and that's it. Um, these are all good characteristics of the lion. So we can make if we make we make use of these characteristics in our life. Hope we can make use of we can make our skills into the next stage as a good leader. Thanks. and end of the topic. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srinivas, for that inspiring speech. Definitely, as the king of the lion, we can learn from the lion who is the king of the forest. We can learn the characteristics of a leader. Definitely, you told us and explained us the different ways with which the lion attacks the different animals with various techniques. And I'm sure we will learn a lot from the king of the forest, the lion. Definitely, a leader has to inspire, and we learn a lot from the lion too. Kudos to you for that inspiring speech. With this, I hand over to the general evaluator to call upon the evaluator for Toastmaster Srinivas' speech. Do you need some more time, Toastmaster Sibi?
No,
Or,
ma'am. I think I have prepared.
Okay, I will hand over to general evaluator and he will call you.
Sure, thank you, ma'am. So, as a part of the as a process of general evaluation, as the first part, I would like to have the evaluator of the prepared speaker to address his points. Over to you, Toastmaster CB.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Again, good evening, everyone. Today, speaker engaged the audience by telling the interesting point of Toastmaster. What is, to create leaders, and it kept the audience really engaging. And and also he asked a question: who is the king of the jungle? This point also really kept the audience engaged and interesting about the story what he's going to tell. And as we expected, he beautifully told the story of the lion. So in his introduction part, he stated the lion's mentality, and it totally related to the topic which he is expected to deliver. So and the next point is, so he the in the main point, the main in part of his speech, he told about the characteristics of the lion, and parallelly he told the leadership qualities also. Then he and his transition to the and transition to the end point is also wonderful. So overall, his introduction and main part and the conclusion is is beautiful, and the structure of his speech is very well organized. And coming to the body language, it looked pretty confident in his body language, and also but still there is some room to improve in his body language also. Then coming to the delivery part, the whole speech was made very interesting, but still in his delivery, if there is a little bit fluent in his delivery, it would have been really a wonderful speech. So these are the very small areas he needs to work, but it was really a good attempt, because in the first session little bit he struggled, but it is really a good comeback for TM Srinivas, and he has a long way to go. I recommend him before a speech, practicing in front of mirror will definitely helpful for him. And it will develop the delivery skills in more smooth, and also we can rectify our error by ourselves. And that's all from my end. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster CB, for your evaluation. So with that, let's go on with our tag team's report. First with the timer. Toastmaster CB, yeah.
So in table topic session, Ms. Beena Roy has taken 2 minutes 29 seconds, and TM Uma Nataraj ma'am has taken 1 minute 50 seconds. TM Vijay Kumar sir has taken 1 minute 30 seconds, and I have taken about, like, I don't know, I blabbered for I think 1 minute. I didn't time myself. And guest Surya has taken 2 minutes 12 seconds, and TM Srinivas has taken 40 seconds. And for the prepared speech, TM Srinivas has taken, just a minute. He has taken 6 minutes and 30 seconds. That's all from my end. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, timer CB. So I have timed you, sir. Like you were nearly like 2 minutes 30 seconds timing for your evaluation was, and it is qualified. So since we don't have our counter for today, let's go on to the grammarians report. Over to you, sir. Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, sir.
Thank you. I only detected 2 serious errors. One is history tell us. History tells us, because history is just one thing by itself. So you say tells. You must use the S after the verb. And then the other one is this different aspects of the life. Actually, it's different aspects of life, because life is just life, not the life. You can see the life of something like the life of a plant, but aspects of life in that respect, we're talking about the aspects of life of a animal or a person. We just say different aspects of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, sir, for your reports. So, like, going on with the gender evaluators report. So the meeting has begun on time. Like it began on 7:02, so that was fine. And then the SA started the meeting with his address, and then the president, the presiding officer, got points from the guest and opened the meeting. And later it was handed over to the Toastmaster of the day. So as expected, the Toastmaster of the day was like wonderful with her points and perspective. She went on with the team in a good, effective way, like exercising her thoughts and ideas, making sure that all the audience are always connected with those points. So some of the main points which she shared about is like acceptance, giving, and the law of commitment. So she related all these traits with our constitution. So that's highly creative about her. And after that, so like in every available parts of the meeting, she made justice with her team. And then the general evaluator and the tag team. So it is evident that we don't have much. We don't have the R counter for today. So that we have to find people to volunteer and fill these roles and make it to a very good, effective meeting. So of course we all will try to that, but still, since that is a backlog, I have to mention it. And then we had the table topic and then the prepared speech. So the prepared speech was switched from its position for the sake of the speaker. So that's a good part in this. So we consider that's a good part. And about the table topics, various parts of history in connection with the provinces were discussed. People share their valuable perspective. So that is very much appreciable and very much enlightening either. Okay, so and then comes the prepared speech session. So Toastmaster Srinivasan, as I always say, he has good confidence in addressing people. So he didn't step back. He took some time and he again bounced back and gave his points. So that is very much appreciable, which is a very important, significant trait of a speaker. So congrats, sir, and you are just a few steps away from your from your goal of a good speaker. Having a little of practice, as the evaluator said, would give you a much effective result, sir. So that's my suggestion to you. And about the tag team, the timer, Toastmaster CB and Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, sir, you did very good in your roles. So with that, I would like to add some suggestion to my tag team, that they can add some stories or something interesting in their role, which is instead of going to the usual flow, add something that grabs attention of the audience. So that would do something better to this. That's my side of points. So the meeting went very well. It was good. So with that, I'm handing this over to the TMOD, ma'am.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the wonderful evaluation. And as we come to the end of the meeting, we just have a few more speakers whom we can find about their rules with which they live their life. Meanwhile, Toastmaster Karthik can go for polling in case it is necessary. It is only few
We
of
have
them.
few. Yeah, shall I go?
Or we can skip it.
Yeah,
we can skip it this week. And kudos to everyone who have taken the roles. And we would like all the regular members to participate in future. Toastmaster Beena, we would like you to take roles and also participate actively. We were so happy that you joined us today, and we would like all the members to participate so that the session will be more lively. Otherwise, we ourselves are taking the roles between ourselves. So it would be better if more members participate. And Toastmaster Srinivas, you can also take roles from next week. We'll try to have a joint meeting so that it will be easier for our club. We plan to have a joint meeting on Sunday, but I don't know whether it will be feasible. Anyway, we'll have a poll and we can decide on that. So meanwhile, I would like to ask guest Surya, what defines your life? What are the rules that you have in your life?
I don't have any rules. I live my own way. I am the king of the jungle.
You can't be like that, no? There must be some rules in your life. Otherwise, your life will be in chaos. You should have some discipline. Any rules?
Just say, get up at morning, go to sleep at night, listen to my parents' words, be disciplined in office, talk with good behavior. These the basic fundamentals of life to follow to have a great life. That's it.
Yes. Whenever there is discipline, definitely there is success. So getting up on time, going to bed on time, listening to elders, these are also the rules that we have to follow in life. Thank you for that. And with this, I hand over to our president to end the meeting.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. So being the presiding officer for today, I could see no more guests. So we are officially ending this meeting for meeting number 257 to end. Thank you all for participating and have a happy weekend to all. Bye all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, for accepting the grammarian role. And anybody who is interested, guests, you can take up roles. Surya, you can take up roles like counter, timer, so that it will help us. If you're free.
Timer sounds perfect for me. I am very punctual in the time. Timer.
Okay, so you can try to take up the timer role next time. But you should know the rules, no? What you have to read out and all that. Are you familiar with that? You can stop the recording, Karthik.
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
No, rules, so I don't know. If you could, enlighten me.